But yeah, let's just go ahead and begin. If people can't hear us or people have a problem with the video or anything, just let us know, and I'm more than happy to try to fix it on my end. And uh, welcome to an early morning edition of the Academy Gaming Hour. My name is Russell Up with the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. As we do every week, we look into various games, and this week we have a very special game called Flat Kingdom from Fat Panda Games. And on the line with me is Jesus. Hi, Jesus. How's it going?
Yeah, fine. Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, no worries.
I'm not from Fat Panda Games at this specific moment. I'm working for Game Starter. That's the publisher of the game. And the Fat Panda Game is a studio based in Merida, Yucatan, in another state of Mexico. And we hope Jerry will be able to join us shortly. So I'm here to tell you about the game, about the story behind the development, anything that you want to know. And it's really something that we are very, very, very excited about because it's our first game after 1 year and a half, almost 2 years of activity. And yeah, this is really important for us. We put a lot of effort in
No, it's very,
supporting the developer
yeah.
and everything.
No, it's very cool. And, funny enough for me, like, I've come across the game very recently, and the game definitely looks and plays very uniquely. What are some of your inspirations, or some of the inspirations behind the game itself, and some of the story as well?
Yeah, well, the Flat Kingdom is a platformer. It's a puzzle platformer that it's about a world that is completely 2D, and there is a magical jewel that got stolen by a mysterious robber, and suddenly the world starts to lose the flatness. Let's call it like that. So you are flat. You are a 2D hero that you are a kind of a doodle-like. That you are the only one in the universe being able to survive the 2D and 3D universes that are colliding. So the issue here is that you should try to take back that jewel and also go through different levels and beat different enemies by changing shapes. You have a unique ability of changing shapes between circle, triangle, and square. And the point here is that each one of the shapes has a different skill set that you learn along the way. And also, you can beat the enemies using like a rock, paper, scissors mechanic. So
Mm.
if you are, let's say you are an enemy, let's say you're an enemy and you are a circle. I need to use triangle to beat you. Or if you are a square, I will need to use circle to beat you, you know?
Hmm.
So you dynamically switch shapes between all those different circle, triangle, and square.
Very cool. I guess the game itself, I'm just curious. Like, it has a look of like Paper Mario meets like other like platformers. What were some of maybe the other games that the
Yeah,
team was inspired by?
yeah. The inspirations of the game. Well, I think Jerry is joining us.
Okay.
I hope he can make it. I will tell him to disable. Okay, Jerry. Jerry is the CEO, also the artist, the lead artist of the project. Jerry, are you hearing, listening to us?
Lou.
Yeah, yeah, I hear it clearly. Hi, how are you doing, John?
I think it's better if you disable the video.
Okay,
Now
perfect.
try again.
Uh, Hi, can you listen to me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome.
Perfect.
So, Jerry, we were talking about the inspirations of the game. If you can talk about it, I think nobody's better than you to explain.
Perfect, thank you. Telling a little bit more about history of the game.
Hmm.
I actually started when I was in primary school because my favorite game of that time was Mega Man 3.
Oh, nice.
It was yeah, I like all the Mega Man saga because in all the sagas, in Mega Man 3, you can slide later, you can have the Mega Buster and the dog and everything, and Mega Man X is like the ultimate Mega Man. So, the main inspiration was to make something like that, but an hybrid because I really enjoy the Metroidvania genre
Mm.
and also Metroid, but I want to mix that, with the joy and the rhythm of a platformer like Donkey Kong or Kirby. So
Hmm.
it was kind of mixing all the classic platformers in a very strange and unique hybrid. So you have like the kind of the rhythm of Mario or Donkey Kong, and
Hmm.
also the collection of items, but with a purpose. Because I don't like very much that in Donkey Kong you just grab bananas, and in Mario coins, and doesn't have any use, just lives. And in today games, getting lives, it doesn't have any purpose at all because you respawn everywhere. So
Mm.
it is also I played like the modern platformers like Braid. It's more a puzzle, but like a platformer have very unique features, and also I think one of the new platformers that have a very unique style on the game
Mm.
is also well, it's more like a fighter, but Guacamole have a huge impact on the game because have a very unique style and color full characters and flat design. So the main thing was making something like that with a unique style, but not making a low poly kind of game
Hmm.
because we like Monument Valley and that kind of games that put the trendy 3D low poly graphics, but we don't want to make a copycat of that. So I think that's the main inspirations: the new and old platformers.
Mm. Very cool. Curious also about the history of the studio itself. How did you guys get founded? Where are you guys all from?
Yeah, the main story is kind of simple and silly, but we very like it. I was there with Gustavo, my one of my business associates, and we were making a web page, at the 3 a.m., just
Mm.
watching Netflix and everything. But we're working some years ago with web pages and also with apps, but we were watching Indie Game the movie,
Mm.
and we were amazed of the cases and the story back of these games because I finished Fest, but I didn't knew the creator or anything about it. So we just think, if they can do it, even if they are legends in the industry, we can make it happen too. Or let's try. So we started to make the prototype of Flat, and because we were making that on our free
Hello?
Hello.
I think we lost Jerry, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if he. I hope he can come back. Well, the point here is I can continue a little bit.
Sure.
When do we enter the story? Can you listen to me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect. So basically, we
Thank you.
okay. Jerry, are you back? Are you back to life?
Yeah, I'm back. I was lost. No,
Okay.
really, it was simply like this. We need cash to make this happen, or we're going to spend so much extra years making.
Hmm.
I mean, I liked all this, getting indie and everything, but we wanted to go and found like a team and convince them to join there. So we show to a little how do you say some kind of program that the government of Mexico make, but is to help software industries.
Yeah.
And we say we want that for a video game. So they help us to make a prototype, like 3 or 4 months. Later, we try with crowdfunding with Indiegogo and Kickstarter.
Mm.
Kickstarter, we almost did it, but we didn't get all the money we need and everything.
Mm.
So later we contact GameStarter, a publisher and developer, publisher of Latin America. So we make with them because we really like this kind of indie publisher style because we wanted to have control over the the property or the gameplay and everything, not just no just making the things that they say, but we enjoy that they are in the development phases. They help us, to have like the best marketing ideas, and they help us to get involved in the game and
Hmm.
also to talk with our community. So for that reason, we started the team, and we worked with them 1 year and 3 months, and we just released Flat Kingdom on April.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
like 2 weeks ago, around 10, 11 days ago, we released the game, yeah, on Steam for PC and Mac. And later on, it will be available for PS4 too.
Very cool. I'm curious about a couple of questions then. One, developing in Mexico, like you said. How has that been for you? Is the community there very supportive? Is it very vibrant?
Well,
Well, there.
the community, thanks. The community is awesome, but to be fair, because it's a very emergent industry here,
Mm,
we are in different states, and if I don't know, I want to hire or to tell some people to join the team, there aren't so much schools that tell about game design or the programmation needed to use Unity and stuff like that. So for the people, the fans of the game are very supportive, but and also other game developers. But to be fair, are so few in Mexico. Even this is a emergent market in Latin America.
mm,
Jesus can tell you that because he was in Colombia, in Brazil, and a lot of places.
Yeah, in Latin America in general, the game development scene is not very developed. Also, Game Starter is kind of a oasis in the desert because on one side, the developer side and on the publisher side, everybody is looking for let's say short-term benefit or recoup of the investment.
mm,
So we are betting on premium PC and console and mobile games, also a little bit free to play, also, but
mm,
this is not our main focus at the moment. So basically, what we try to do is to support the local talent and see what's going to be profitable in the industry from a very authorial point of view from the creator, and we support those developers. And but it's really weird and strange to find some startups focused on these premium PC and mobile and console games, because yeah, this is the issue. Most of people is in don't doesn't have a lot of money to put into the game, so
mm,
they really need to produce something very fast. I was doing a marketing workshop like 2 years or half a year ago in Brazil, and I was explaining the students how hard it is to make a good money in the mobile industry,
mm,
how hard it is. And they were doing a game every 6 months. They released the game, and but the money that game gave them was enough to make another game to release it after 6 months.
mm,
So they will never ever make a game, or it will be really hard for them to make a game that uh, will be the one who allows them to go full time making games. So when I explain them how the PC model, like let's call it early access, let's call it crowdfunding, let's call like all the communications, the roles you have to make your name, to make you a name on the PC and environment. They came to me and said, hey, we think that if we stop developing a game every 6 months and we make a game 1 year, one game, or like that, something like that. We can put a lot more of dedication, and we can keep our community, and also we will make a name of our own.
Mm.
Now it's like we are launching games. Nobody knows us. We are among
so, so,
Yeah, we are among
so dramatic.
yeah, we are among thousands or hundreds of developers, but it's true. It's so
Yeah.
hard. It's really hard to make it to be yourself, and also to keep growing a community when you are in the mobile industry. You need to be very different, and also you need to keep a very close communication in this so crowded environment.
Mm.
You,
So so
you fight against 900 or 1,000 games every day,
yeah.
new.
Yeah,
Yes.
so in the end, it's like you create a community. The community kind of vanishes after 1 month because
Mm.
the game is not you anymore. The game is not on the cover of or on the nobody reviews it, or it's not on the cover of the store.
Mm.
So you have to go one by one, telling, "Hey, that's my game. It got pretty nice scores, but nobody knows it. But it's really nice. Try it." So it's kind of evaporating. The game is evaporates in some way.
Mm.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, if you develop a PC game, the PC game has I believe that has a broader window of distribution, of communication. You can update it, and you have this platform that's Steam or itch.io or IndieGala or whatever, Indie Game Stand, all of the different stores around the world, and you have a huge market too,
Mm.
from different countries, and you can translate the game. It has I think it has a longer tail.
Mm.
yeah. I think. Well, also what I enjoy about that kind of model, with the PC gaming and everything, is that not only to make the optics of the game, it's more close, to the people, because in apps and mobile games and everything, you get people to taste your game, or to try and everything, but they don't put any comments on the game,
Mhm.
or if the game or is super awesome, or if they really hate it.
Mm.
But in Steam is very cool, the community, because they are very sincere. That they are people who consume games. They know what you're telling about your influences. They use suggerances. They tell you, this boss, is invincible, man. Why do you do that? So, it's very cool to grow up with your community of Steam.
Mm, very cool. And I guess out of curiosity, then, your demographics and the people who play your games, is it very international, would you say, or is it very specific to a region?
Yeah, I think, well, Jesus can tell you more
Yeah,
about it,
at
but
at the
it's more
moment
USA, right?
yeah, at the moment you're talking about Flat Kingdom.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, for Flat Kingdom, we have a majority of people playing from the US. Most of the players are from the US, but also we are very people from Russia, people from Brazil, also from UK, Spain. They showed interest, and also a publisher from China sent us some proposal to distribute our game there. So it's kind of broad. I think there was a kind of spontaneous, really unexpected search of interest from the Czechoslovakia, Poland, all of those Eastern Europe countries close to Russia.
Mm.
They discovered the game, and I don't know, maybe I was trying to make connections and trying to think about why they like the game. If we haven't reached those countries like intensely,
Mm.
but their response to the game has been really great in terms of in reviews and coverage, and even we have a shop, an e-shop from Slovakia,
Mm.
who wants to distribute the game specifically in those countries. So I believe it's because of the art style of our game. it's kind of medieval. It's
Mm.
kind of like on all the angles, all the everything is square and everything is kind of the pop-up book art style kind of matches their culture, I think, in
Mm.
some
Yeah,
way.
it was like relevant to them. I think also and enjoy very much, the Brazil fans because I don't understand what they're saying, but if you check in Flat Kingdom social media,
Yeah.
you will note a lot of Portuguese comments. So I was what from Portugal and just see some kind of Brazilian names.
Mm.
So I was whoa, how so much people are from Brazil like the game. So I think it's for the colors and everything because Brazil is a very colorful country and everything, but they enjoy very much like the visuals and all.
Yeah.
But also we have to be like aware that the people from Brazil like the content localized. So we are working. Well, Jesus talked to me in the morning.
Mm.
That sounds so Christian, but but Jesus told me that we have to work in the localization because we really need the Portuguese version and some other languages from the
Mm.
next update.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really want to look, like translate the game and make people like, okay, play the game as like, make it more accessible to everyone.
Mm. Yeah, I was gonna ask you actually then, just creating the game itself, like obviously you made it with your vision and what you wanted. Did you think about creating the game for a World Wild style, like you were kind of saying, with colorful visuals that appealed to everyone, or was it more of just creating your vision and making sure that was your first initial push when creating the game?
No, I think I will. Well, I tried to get a global appeal, but
Mm.
of people from certain niche, no certain countries. It's more like the countries they find themselves. But for the visuals, I really try to get the attention of people who like platformers
Mm.
as I do notes all the references and everything because there's a lot of Easter eggs and it was more like a creating a unique style, a pop-up art book, but with lots of Easter eggs and certain influences. Even like that, some of the influences of the game are Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts because I play a lot of RPGs,
Mm.
JRPGs, and for like the story of the gems that you can talk with the NPCs, and also that you have a journal because I wanted to make like a very big story, but not to make it obligatory for the people. More like, okay, you can grab some journals and everything and learn more about the story, but you can also not read anything and pass the game. So
Mm. Very, very cool. Just a couple more questions for me. One is, I guess, about the game itself. What's next for you guys in terms of the game or in terms of the studio? Do you guys have anything else in the pipe right now?
yeah. Well, we want to. Well, talking about the game,
Hmm.
we are making some updates that we needed to release the game and everything, and we make like the best version. But we want to make some extras, but not selling them as DLC. Some of them yes, because are very big. We were just planning and talking because we want to make like a side B of the story, but playing with the villain, with this fox mask guy,
Hmm.
Carl Hex, playing like in Resident Evil that you play like Leon or Claire and watch the story of both sides,
Yeah.
something like that. But we want to add some more stuff like getting some little fixes to the visuals and also to how do you say to have more modes like a boss rush, a sub boss
Hmm.
rush mode, and also a new game plus and stuff like that make the game more replayability and make it cooler.
Mm. Very awesome. And then, any other games you guys have in the pipeline as well, or are you really just focusing on Flat Kingdom at the moment?
At the moment, we're focusing in Flat Kingdom, but we are going to make with Game Starter a
Mm.
game that is called "Don't Mess with Lobo with Shotguns." Actually, Yeah, it's like a class B movie because it's like a Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez film, but
Yeah.
the game looks like an old VHS damaged cassette, and you can watch the trailer in YouTube. It's Lobo with Shotguns, and it's also parody of movie terror movies and everything. And I think it will get like 4 months to get developed because it's a game that we want to make beat 'em up, shot 'em up,
Yeah.
but with multiplayer.
Very cool. And the game itself is 7.99, correct? Available on Steam.
Yeah, Humble Store
Hmm.
too. And there are like three editions. Well, let's see. Like we have two, but there are three ways of purchasing. Like you can purchase only the game. You can purchase the game with the soundtrack and the art book, and
Hmm.
you can also only purchase the art book and the soundtrack, and wait to play the game in on consoles or on any other platform that will come out.
Very cool. And one last thing is you guys are also going to be at PAX East, is that correct?
Yeah, we will be at PAX East, and we really welcome people to come by, and yeah, and really we really want to discover how it is, to be there and never been there. So any advice you can give us, it will be great.
No, definitely. PAX East is a lot of fun. It's a great event. I've been there a couple times now. So, it's one, a lot of great gaming people are there, gamer fans and indies and other game developers. So, I think you guys are going to have a great time at the event. And if anyone does go to PAX East, please do visit Fat Panda Games. I don't know if you know your booth number already, but.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to find it out because we are going to announce a promotion, kind of a competition promotion.
Mhm.
This sorry, this morning it will be about. We have Hex. That's the villain of the story. We have a kind of a sign that's called that is kind of a wanted sign of the villain of the game. So we are going to tell people to print that out and take a picture with it in front of their favorite PAX East game and tweet it. So if they tweet it and they come to our booth or simply tweet it from the event, we will give them a free game. And yeah, this is basically something that we want to do to engage our audience, and also we really want to kind of support other developers because it's really something that I think we all need,
Yeah.
to give visibility to other devs and try to raise the voice, about good games because sometimes the people who like indie games are also not only interested in your game, they really want to hear about other games, and it's really something that we all need to support each other. So if you want to come by our booth, we will be at two. We'll have two booths at the PAX East. One is 11205, and the
Hmm.
other is 11197.
Very cool. No, definitely. And we'll definitely, that sounds like a great initiative. And anyone that's watching or anyone that watches the archive video, do hope you get to visit the booth and, get to engage with you guys as well. It sounds like a great thing.
I will write down the names of the booths here in the chat so anyone can remember or take a note.
Sounds great. But yeah, is there anything else you guys like to add before we close this out, Jerry or Jesus?
No, on our side is we want to thank you for the opportunity to come here and talk about our game. It's really something that we really want to communicate and all the if effort that has been put behind it, and also good feedback that we are getting from the community. So this is something that we haven't talked a lot about, but it was really important. The first week after launch, all of the feedback, all of the good comments and suggestions we started getting from not only from players like regular players who are alone at home or with family, also from streamers and YouTubers. Uh, they were really, or they are being really supportive to the game, like, hey, I like that game. Even we had one streamer who said, yeah, man, I like that game so much that I really want to put you, to give you a much better review.
Mm,
So please switch this and this and that, and I will do the review. So,
mm,
but I don't wanna do a review now, because I think if you switch, or if you polish this small thing and that and here, I really believe that it will be much better. So this kind of support is something that we really appreciate and we really value. And yeah, from this point on, we will be looking forward to, to try to give it back in some way to the community.
mm. And
Yeah,
yeah.
really, the people are very awesome, because for the first time they were very proactive. That we know that is our first game. We make it the best that we can and everything, but they help us with very cool insights. Just to balance the game and make the better experience like that. We are very happy with the results.
Mm, very awesome. And again, if you guys want to play the game, it's available on the Humble Store, Steam. It is called Flat Kingdom. We'll be giving out a couple codes right at the end of the stream. But thank you both for coming on. I know it's a lot of time, and we really do appreciate it.
Thank you. One
Thank
one last point that we forgot,
Sure.
sorry, is that the music is by Manami
yeah.
Matsumai.
Mm.
We are
But
selling even the soundtrack, Jesus.
yeah,
I
but
just forgot. Come on.
a good video game without a good music is half good video game.
Yeah. Well, it's
So,
from Anami Matsumae. You can buy it like a DLC on Steam, or also to listen to it on Spotify or in iTunes, Apple
and
Music.
and by the way, Manami Matsumai is the same musician composer that has been working on the first Mega Man, the Shovel Knight game, and also Mighty Number Nine, that is going to launch, I think, not very far away from now.
Yeah.
And
I, I've
yeah,
been waiting for that game years, and I really hate when they tell me the next year, the next year. We hope this year we can play it.
Me too. I helped with the Kickstarters. I also hope that happens soon.
thank
Alrighty.
you very much, John.
Thank you so much. And again,
Thank you.
thank you so much. And this video will be up on YouTube shortly after. So thank you guys all again. We'll see you all very soon. Take care.
Take care. See
Thank you.
you.
Bye,
See
guys.
ya.
Bye.